first time yata nating sasabihin, magandang umaga po from 2OT, Carlo Pamintuan with Maguma John for the unofficial pregame show. Bago po sumabak ang ating Gilas Pilipinas men sa FIBA Basketball World Cup Asian Qualifiers kontra sa Lebanon. Kwentuhan muna tayo. Magandang umaga, Magu.
Magandang umaga, Carlo. And magandang umaga rin syempre sa lahat na nakatutok sa atin ngayon sa 2OT Facebook page. And of course, sa Facebook page ng Smart Sports. We've got about exactly 30 minutes bago magsimula yung protocol. Game time or tip-off is 2 a.m. 1:51 magsisimula po yung protocol. Ibig sabihin, yung mga national anthem, yung pagpila ng mga player, and the final warm-ups, 1:51 a.m. po magsisimula yan. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Update natin kayo as we go along. Ito po, nakatutok tayo sa One Sports. Replay ng volleyballs pa lang ang pinapanood ngayon, ang pinapalabas ngayon.
Since nagpuyat yung mga tao kasama natin, batiin na natin sila agad. No? First shout out kay Gerard Angelo Garcia. Shout out kay Tigro Salando Dino, si Ner Lobo also watching, Gerald Quizon Quiliopo, si Lester Pasigan, Robert Panganiban, Carl Siliano, Ray Ramos. Shout out po sa inyong lahat, pati si Ryan Christian David. Of course, this episode of 2OT is presented by Smart 5G as we thank Smart Sports for allowing us to broadcast sa kanilang Facebook page. 2:00 nga po ng umaga, no? Gilas Pilipinas men versus Lebanon. Parang wala tayong mga trabaho bukas. Kayo, parang wala kayong opisina bukas sa tapang nyo magpuyat ngayon,
Para sa Gilas, Puyat Sports tayong lahat. AMF Puyat ang datingan natin. Hindi bilyar, basketball pinag-aanda natin. And then we're gonna keep it simple. In the wee hours on this very early Friday morning, kikilalanin natin. Yan po, yung composition ng lineup natin, and papasadahan din natin konti yung makakalaban natin yung Lebanon, who we should still all be a lot familiar with, Carlo, dahil kakalaban lang natin sa kanila doon sa FIBA Asia Cup.
Okay, for those asking, ere po ang Gilas Pilipinas men versus Lebanon sa One Sports sa TV. You can also watch it if you are a Smart subscriber sa Smart Giga Play, or if you download the Signal Play app, you can watch One Sports there absolutely free. No? Kailangan nyo lang pong gumawa ng inyong account. And One Sports is one of the free channels na pwede nyo mapanood sa Signal Play. So there are a lot of ways to watch the ball game. And we hope that masasamahan nyo kami manood mamaya-maya at 2 a.m. Pero sabi nga ni Maguno, marami tayong pag-uusapan, marami tayong pagkukwentuhan about our lineup, about Lebanon as well. Si Miss Denise Tan, gising pa, nag-message sa atin ngayon, natibay daw natin mag-live ng 1:23 a.m. Yep, magandang...
Tan, may trabaho bukas yan si Tan, matulog ka na, mag-beauty sleep ka, may trabaho ka bukas.
Okay, hindi po live dito sa Smart Sports Facebook page. Again, One Sports on TV, you can watch it on Smart Giga Play, if you're a Smart subscriber, or on Signal Play. Yan po ang mga paraan para mapanood natin ang Gilas Pilipinas versus Lebanon. Umpisahan natin yung kwentuhan, Magu. Lebanon can call themselves right now as the best Asian team dahil sila yung number 2, sila yung silver medalist in the FIBA Asia Cup, nanalo yung Australia, but in terms of legitimate Asian teams, they could stake the claim as the very best as of this moment, Magu.
And they didn't just look scary in that particular tournament just a few weeks back. They were the best placed Asian team. Number 2 nga. Nakipagdigdigan pa sila hanggang doon sa dulo, doon sa nung makalaban nila sa gold medal game yung Australia. So these guys are legit. The composition of that team led by Arakji and those bigs that can shoot from deep, Carlo.
Si Arakji nga po yung tinuring na most valuable player ng FIBA Asia Cup, and he was tremendous throughout that competition. 26 points per ball game, 4 assists per ball game. Matignan nyo naman yung shooting from a guard. Tumitira po ng tres ito, almost 52%. That's how good he was throughout that entire tournament, Magu.
And nung nakalaban natin, it was the very first game ng Gilas Pilipinas doon sa FIBA Asia Cup. Nagulat ang lahat kasi pag sinabi mong Lebanon, hanggang ngayon naman, naalala pa rin natin, Carlos, si Dominico, si Fadi El Khatib pa rin, di ba? Fadi El Khatib, synonymous. Talagang may rebulto na dapat sa Lebanon yan, kung saan man yung pinaka-SBP nila. Dahil talagang pag sinabi mong Lebanese basketball, Fadi El Khatib. These guys ran into trouble. They got suspended for a bit. And then yung programa nila needed a jump start. And it took a while for them to get to competitive level again. And what a level they have come to right now. Gilas stuck with them through the first half of that game, Carlo.
Mhm.
Pagdating nga lang ng third quarter, grabe yung third quarter storm na ibinomba sa atin ng Lebanon, especially those 3-pointers.
In terms of the FIBA Asia Cup, dalawang sunod na yan, no? From Lebanon against Gilas Pilipinas, because if you remember the last edition ng 2017, nanalo rin yung Lebanon in a classification game against Gilas. So we're hoping that this would be the start of the turnaround. Pero hindi lang naman. Itong si Arakji, yung mahusay from Lebanon, of course, they have a naturalized player. Itong si Arledge, who also did very well in that competition. Galing din nung pinakita, no? Very steady defender, good rebounder, does the dirty work, no? Hindi importante sa kanya na siya yung star, but he fills a role for Lebanon, Magu.
These Cedars, everybody on the same page. Based on what they've showed us doon sa FIBA Asia Cup, ang ganda ng panoorin ng basketball for these guys. Sabi mo nga, kahit na import to, hindi kinakailangan o hindi necessarily go-to guy siya. Sanay kasi tayo. Pag may import tayo sa PBA. Pag may import doon sa college basketball, usually go-to guy. Etong mga to, okay lang. This guy came in filling in a role, close to 12 points, 7 rebounds per ball game, and he looked good meshing or having really joined up with the Cedars. Looking good tong import nila.
Yung tumalo talaga sa atin, no? Yung shooting nung big, itong si Hike, na napakaganda nung pinakita, no? Napakaraming 3-point shots yung na-convert niya in that ball game. But one player na hindi nakatapat ng ating batang Gilas Pilipinas men was Ali Haidar, another veteran, no? He missed the first, I think, 3 games of the tournament of the FIBA Asia Cup due to health and safety protocols. Pero nakapaglaro rin siya in the latter part of the tournament. He actually had a shot to try and beat Australia, no?
Yeah.
2 puntos lang po yung lamang ng Australia. It was Ali Haidar who had the ball at the last moment, but his spray was not answered. Hindi umubra yung kanyang heave, but he still produced decent numbers, no? Almost 12 points per ball game, 7 rebounds, a couple of assists. And Magu, in terms of chemistry, maraming hahabulin ang Gilas Pilipinas men because 11 of the 12 players ng Lebanon who won the silver medal in the FIBA Asia Cup are part of the team that will face off against Gilas later.
Yun nga, no? Itong Lebanon naghahabol pa rin naman. Naghahabol pa rin mag-qualify. Eto, baka marami magalit Tama naman yung sinabi ni Coach Chut We do not need to win this game. But you know qualify. Everybody to qualify because we're the hosts. Host na tayo ng World Cup next year. Pero you know every single guy on that squad. Kahit na si Roosevelt Adams na hindi umabot sa lineup, siya yung 13-man. Every single one of them, from the players to the coaching staff, to the management that is there in Beirut right now, everybody wants to pick up this W. Kaya inaabang-abangan nga natin. Yang 2 a.m. Maya-maya lang. Anong oras ba? Time check. Para tayo
1:28.
1:28 a.m. na po. 1:51 magsisimula ang protocol. One Sports, Smart Giga Play, and Signal Play. Mapapanood po natin mamaya-maya yan.
Daming excited, Magu. 5,700 people watching us right now. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat for staying up with us as we will be, the unofficial pre-game kwentuhan lang po dahil lahat tayo excited, lahat tayo magpupuyat para sa Gilas Pilipinas men, of course.
Dami ng mensahe, Carlo.
Go ahead, Magu.
JJ Aquino says, good luck, Gilas Pilipinas. Laban, Pilipinas, puso. Everybody throwing their support right now behind Gilas Pilipinas. Abang-abang tayo dito, sabi ni Krister Julio. Sabay-sabay tayo mag-abang dahil sa One Sports, sa Smart Giga at sa Signal Play, ipapalabas yata iyan. Grabe kayo, sabi ni Peter Baltas. Bakit kaya tayo grabe?
Dahil nagla-live ng ala-una ng umaga. Magandang umaga, Peter. See you sa Monday. Magandang gabi kay Kathleen Love Tubo, kay Carl Vincent Nanson, si Krister Julio also watching, JJ Aquino nanonood din, si Brian Sudario, Michael Goron, si Inan Ramos, JJ Aquino, Raymond Pagot Isidro also watching us right now. Magu,
alam mo malakas ngayon yata sa Grab.
Bakit?
Kape. Hindi milk tea uso ngayong gabi. Sabi ni Gerald Quizon Quillopo, handa na ang kape, maglabasan na. Shout out Kabalen Carlo. Sabi ni Chris Santos Yap, pero sa Saudi siya nanonood ngayon,
Magandang
from all over the world, magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Natutuwa naman sa atin yun, nasa ibang bansa. Kasi alanganin minsan yung 9 p.m. Manila time natin. Ngayong 1:30 a.m., maganda naman yung time slot sa kanila.
Rico Reyes Habana, Asmad Berto, Job Garcia, good morning. Sabi niya, Sir Magu and Sir Carlo, magandang umaga rin po sa inyo. Thank you for hanging out with us. No? Konting kwentuhan lang bago mag-umpisa yung laro. Magu, of course, we're all excited for the appearance of an NBA player. Diba? Ay, hindi naman natin matatago. We all appreciate all the players na sumali sa Gilas Pilipinas Men for this particular window. Pati yung mga hindi nakapag-travel to Beirut. No? But Jordan Clarkson, it's not every day when an NBA player, former sixth man of the year, is playing for the Philippine national team. And I am all up for it.
And who's about to become an all-star? We talked about this last episode, Carlo. The Utah Jazz are trying to trade Donovan Mitchell. Wala na si Rudy Gobert. Wala na rin si sino pa ba yung nawala sa kanila? Basta they're dismantling the team, they're rebuilding. Sino pa ba yung matitira dun sa kanila? Jordan Clarkson's under contract. The next All-Star game next season is in Utah. Traditionally, may kailangang isang home team na makakasali dyan. Pagka hindi ganun kalakas yung mga nakatrade para kay Donovan Mitchell, kay Clarkson na tong team na to. So magandang buwelo to para kay Jordan Clarkson as he heads back to the NBA. But first things first, nandirito siya para sa Gilas Pilipinas. And hopefully, sa ngayon, siya yung naturalized player.
Yeah.
But hopefully, the way FIBA has been working their social media and marketing na meron pang pride, ganito, ganun. May picture pa ni Jordan Clarkson ng bata na nakabarong Tagalog na may flag ng Pilipinas. Hopefully, ngayon na lang yung huli na naturalize si Jordan Clarkson. Hopefully, because of their marketing, sana next year, local na.
Sorry, Mago. Ayokong mambasag ng trip, but I think that's it. Once he has played already as a naturalized player, kahit yung SBP, nagsalita na rin. No? They're not hopeful that Jordan Clarkson can be reclassified as a local. Yun nga yung medyo frustrating, no? Kasi yung FIBA magpo-post ng picture ni Jalen Green, nitong si Jordan Clarkson na magkakampi daw sila for Gilas. But from that end, you know that it's all about their KPIs. Nagugustuhan lang nila yung reaction from the Philippines. But on the back end of it, hiwalay dun sa marketing, dun sa gameplay. I don't think they have any plans of allowing Jordan Clarkson to play as a natural-born Filipino, no, as a local. Ito yung kanyang NBA career so far: 15 points, 3.3 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 44% from the field. Of course, nakita na natin siya na naglaro for Gilas in the Asian Games. But now, he has improved by leaps and bounds, no? Hindi naman siguro kaila na sabihin from playing for the Lakers to being an NBA six-man. Ang dami nung nadagdag sa laro. And Jordan Clarkson is deadlier now than he was when he played for Gilas back in the Asian Games.
Buti pa si Tony Parker nakalaro sa France ng as a local, ano? Kahit walang kadugudugong Frances yung tao yan. But marami pang ibang ganung kaso eh. But if that is the decision, we have to live with it. We just gotta look forward to it. To what will happen tonight, which should be the beginning of Jordan Clarkson's FIBA career with Gilas Pilipinas. Those are outstanding numbers, Carlo. And he's been through every situation imaginable. He played alongside Kobe. He played in the playoffs. Lumalaban to. He played as a backup to Donovan Mitchell. Pero makita mo naman, whenever he comes, well, he does come off the bench all the time. But whenever he steps onto the floor, may go signal.
Yeah.
Well, yung tapang ni Jordan Clarkson, he just lets it fly. You know this guy has the license to shoot on that level. Ano pa kaya dito sa Asian level, di ba?
And it's different when you have a talent like Jordan Clarkson in your team because you believe that you can compete against anyone. Nakita naman natin yung naging resulta ng Asian Games where yung team natin, with all due respect to everyone who showed up there, that was a result of the suspensions. Diba? Kaya hindi tumodo yung lakas. But we almost defeated China. Diba? Almost. Nag-cramps lang itong si Clarkson ng dulo kaya hindi tayo nakakuha ng panalo against them. But having an NBA star, a former sixth man of the year, should be very helpful to the cause sa pampatas ng kumpiyansa ng buong kupunan ng Gilas Pilipinas. Siyempre, nakakatulong din dyan when you have a 7-foot big manning the shaded area. Of course, Kai Soto, another player that we were very excited to see again. Nakita natin siya in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. We were hopeful that he will play in the FIBA Asia Cup, pero hindi nagtugma. Siyempre, he was still chasing yung a spot in the NBA draft, but hindi nga napili. Yeah, went back to the Adelaide 36ers, and it opened up. Nagkaroon ng pagkakataon for him to play again. And ito yung gusto nating makita, no? Jordan Clarkson and Kai Soto playing together for the first time. Nakikita natin yung throwback photos nung bata pa itong si Kai Soto with Jordan Clarkson. Now we'll get to see them on the court, Magu.
You know what I'm really looking forward to here? Ito na nga, no? Seniors na. It's okay, it's just 2 games. It's the game mamayang 2 a.m. and it's the game on Monday dyan sa MOA, no? Sa MOA Arena. 7 p.m. against Saudi Arabia. Pero nandito na siya sa men's eh. You remember Kai Soto when he played for the under-17 and the under-18 teams. Yun po yung FIBA under-17 at FIBA under-18. Ibig sabihin, pati mga kalaban niya kaedad niya. And he dominated those guys in his age bracket. Tignan natin ngayon what he does. Na ngayon open na to eh. Ito yung open division eh. Kahit sino pwede na maglaro dito. Basta pinayagan ng FIBA as a local. Kahit sino pwede na maglaro. So mga mama na makakalaban. And Kai is still very young.
Yeah.
Okay, ganun siya kalaki. Okay, he's got that 1-year experience in Australia, but he is still a very young guy. And tonight, showcase siya alongside Jordan Clarkson. That is something we all should be looking forward to. Dahil ito na nga, no? Preview to ng next year, Carlo eh. Preview to ng 2023 team natin.
Magu, may dalawang players who will be making their debut na hindi pa natin nakikita at any level of competition as a member of the Philippine national team. Jamie Malonzo, Chris Newsome, pick one and tell me why he will be a good addition to the team.
Yung new hinog na hinog. But mas gusto kong tutukan ngayon si Jamie Malonzo. I wanna see what this kid does on this level. International basketball, Gilas Pilipinas men's team. This guy, you know he's explosive. Yeah. You know he can bring the thunder. You know he can dunk. You know he can come up with acrobatic finishes. And you know he can take it up against bigger guys. Pero lamang neto, may outside shooting din. And very reliable yung outside shooting niya, Carlo. I like the length. I like the athleticism. But mostly, bottom line for me, he is a big guy that can defend in the perimeter. Doon tayo pinatay ng Lebanon eh. Nung FIBA Asia Cup, niyari tayo ng Lebanon in that third quarter with their big shooting the three. This is a guy with length and with the speed and the athleticism to try and defend that three-point line.
Yeah, definitely agree with everything that you said. No? Para kang may medyo maliit na version ng Japet Aguilar. No? Parang ganun yung level here in FIBA competition. So for sure, everyone's excited to see what Malonzo can come up with. Itong sinusam naman, we have to give him credit. No? Halos huminga lang after a 7-game series against the San Miguel Beermen. Dive agad sa training pool ng Gilas Pilipinas. So we tip our hats to Nusam. Maraming salamat for representing, for getting all about, the tired legs and whatever. Sumali agad. No guarantees, syempre, for everyone. Diba? Hindi naman garantisado na makakapaglaro ka dahil sumali ka dun sa training pool. But he made it into the final 12 and we will be seeing him in action. Great numbers coming from Nunu. And yung maganda sa kanya, Magu, is, of course, points, rebounds, assists, nandyan lahat. Pero yung porsyento, yung efficiency ni Chris Newsome will translate into, I think, good contributions for Gilas Pilipinas. Man.
Yung mid-range, Carlo, palagi natin pinagkikwentuhan. It's a lost start. It stretches the floor, not as much, not like a three-pointer or a long three na uso na ngayon because of the Splash Brothers and all that. Pero this guy, dead shot from mid-range. At ang gusto ko dito, Carlo, lifelong dream.
Yeah.
Lifelong dream ni New. So etong si Newsome, gigil ngayon magpakita. Wag lang sana sumobra gigil. Sana makontrol niya. Because ibang level yung lifelong dream mo makapagsuot ng Pilipinas jersey. He finally gets a chance now. 2 games to. Hopefully, tonight pa lang, makapagpakita na si New.
9,400 people hanging out with us, Magu, right now dito sa 2OT. Maraming salamat po sa pagpuyat kasama namin.
11 minutes na lang.
In 11 minutes, tatapusin na po namin itong 2OT. Tapos didiretso na tayo manonood sa One Sports, Smart Giga Play at Signal Play. Diyan nyo po pwedeng panoorin ang Lebanon versus Gilas Pilipinas. Kailangan natin bilisan ang ating discussions. Magu, Calvin Oftana. What does he bring to the table? Alam natin, may tangkad, may athleticism, and what's your favorite thing about Calvin Oftana that would make you think na magiging maganda ang kanyang international basketball career?
His shooting at that height. Pareho rin kay Malonzo, no? We need multiple guys like that. Troy Rosario mode, Ranidel De Ocampo mode, yung mga matatangkad na may shooting sa labas. And of course, yung depensa nga, we gotta scramble. Yun yung tatanong ko sa'yo, Carlo.
Yeah.
Having guys like that here, Oftana and Malonzo, okay, medyo brand new yung team natin. May mga nagbabalik din. Mamaya-maya, pagkikwento natin konti si Scotty, of course. Pero yung opensa, madali. 1 week to a week and a half practice, madali eh. Pero yung chemistry, mas kinakailangan yan sa depensa.
Yep.
And you know, their battle plan is just one thing. Kung ano yung ginawa sa atin ng Lebanon noon, may blueprint tayo kung ano yung kailangan depensahan, di ba?
In terms of one-on-one defense, we have the tools. But syempre, one-on-one defense is only a very small part of playing basketball.
So did we have enough time to prepare?
I'm not sure. That's what I'm excited to see. Kasi sabi nga natin kanina, 'di ba, on top of this broadcast, yung hahabulin ng Gilas is chemistry. But what I like about this squad is matatalino yung mga players. Alam nila agad kung ano yung gagawin. Yes, syempre iba pa rin yung nabubuong chemistry ng buwan na pagte-training and having tune-up games and having all of that, which will happen for 2023.
Yan.
Diba? Naka-budget na po yan. Diba? Naka-budget na yan. Of course, it will be without Jordan Clarkson, who will still be in the NBA. Pero yung maganda dito is nakaplano na nga po. Merong planado na training camp and competitions ang ating koponan, which would take care of yung chemistry. But right now, just excited to see what these guys came up with. Very short training camp, but the personnel definitely there. Kaya tayo nag-aabang, nagpupuyat para sa Gilas Pilipinas.
Yang Oftana, yang si Malonzo, you gotta love the youth that they bring as well to this squad. But I also love the return of Japet Aguilar on this one. He came in late to training camp as well dahil nagkaroon siya ng health and safety protocols. But we've been talking about this for months and months on, Carlo. There's just absolutely nobody like Japet Aguilar.
Di na nagsawa si Japet Aguilar from the original Smart Gilas 1 campaign ng ating Philippine national team.
And you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Every time he's called into service, he comes in.
Walang tanong-tanong. And para sa akin, malaking bagay din, Magu, that he will have the opportunity to be the first ever, maybe with Junmar Fajardo, be the first ever Filipino to join 3 different World Cups.
Yeah.
Diba? Nakasali nung 2014, nandun nung 2019, and with how things are going, mukhang yan din pupunta, no? Japet still athletic, still on top of his game. Nakikita naman natin yung ginagawa niya for Barangay Ginebra. So I have no doubt that he can still be a member of the team for 2023 in the World Cup. Magu,
8 minutes, bilisan mo.
Scotty Thompson, the PBA MVP. Excited ako malaman. Ito yung visualize ko, no. Makikita ng Lebanon si Scotty Thompson. Di katangkaran, not that athletic. Kung titignan mo yung hubog ng katawan, and then maririnig nila, teka, ito yung PBA MVP? Parang sure kayo, yun yung PBA MVP.
Diba? Yun
Tapos, pag nakakalawitan sila ng unang rebound, they will know why Scotty Thompson is the MVP of the PBA.
Doon sila matataranta. Kapag si Scotty nakaisa, actually, yung unang biglang mapapalingon ko niya, ha? Yung pagka yung buong Araneta, yung pag gumanan, okay, hindi sa atin yung crowd. Pero pag humugod na ganun, kutob ko, pati crowd nila, malalaglag yung pangay. Paano ginawa yun? Ano yun? Di ba? Yun yung inaabangan natin. Makaisa lang na ganun. Mag-iiba timpla ng mga Cedars, di ba?
Carl Tamayo, we've seen glimpses of brilliance coming from this kid, but in terms of the people around him, ito na yung pinakamaraming talent surrounding Carl Tamayo. Do you think na pareho pa rin yung makikita natin, na siya pa rin yung bibigyan ng bola, siya pa rin yung magkakapagkakataon to score in the shaded area for this particular team?
I want to see him, how he reacts. Hindi ganun karami na possessions mapupunta sa kanya. Baka nga hindi ganun kabigat na playing time na because of the stack lineup din, di ba? And of course, kaposition mo, Japet pa rin, di ba? He might not get enough as many touches. I want to see how he reacts to that. I want to see him with the minutes he will be given, tignan natin anong klaseng efficiency makukuha natin from a kid like Carl Tamayo. He's got to stay patient on this one because eto na nga. He's with the big boys now, Carlo. As he said, he hasn't been around this kind of talent, I think, ever.
Yep. Dwight Ramos was not able to join the squad in the FIBA Asia Cup, but we know what he can bring to the table. But now with the height, with the athleticism, I think he could really slide over to being a point guard for Gilas Pilipinas, Magu.
Sagad na. Talagang we think, I believe, this guy should be the starting point guard right now. But we'll see what Sina Coach Chot has in mind when the ball goes up at 2 a.m. on One Sports, on Smart Giga Play, and on Signal Play. Ilang minuto na lang ba yan? 1:46. 5 minuto na lang tayo. Protocol na. May Dwight Ramos. And syempre, fan favorite din ito si Dwight. Solid eh. Solid maglaro to. And his basketball IQ is up there. Now it's time for him to show na hindi niya kailangang pumukpok masyado ng puntos eh. May Clarkson ka eh. May import tayo eh. May NBA player ka eh. We expect Jordan Clarkson to shoot 18 to 25 times tonight. I want to see that. Diba?
Yep. Again, 5 minutes away. So if you want shout-outs, maybe we can accommodate kahit konti lang. If you could put in your name and from where you're watching us from, type nyo lang po sa comment section dito sa Smart Sports and we will try our best to read some of the shout-outs para naman po, di ba, appreciate namin yung inyong presence, yung inyong pag-aabang ng laro dito sa 2OT kasama namin. Bobby Ray Parks, also in the squad. Yung magtatakbo ka sa in the break, Jordan Clarkson on one end, Bobby Ray Parks on the other. Ganda siguro ng pwedeng mangyari sa takbuhan for Gilas Pilipinas na.
And Bobby Ray, you know, this guy pag nakita ring, ano rin to, no conscience din.
Yeah, sure.
And once he knocks down one or two, you know he's once those floodgates open, you know yung tapang neto ni Bobby Ray, biglang dun lalabas yung confidence niya. Hopefully nga, maaga he gets his offense going early kasi importante that the other four surrounding Jordan Clarkson get their outside shots going, get mid-range shots going, o kahit na yung mga saksak para lang dumali ang buhay ni Jordan Clarkson. Because you know Lebanon, baka box in one to from the get-go eh. Baka sa simula pa lang box in one eh.
Yes.
Tututukan lang si Clarkson, let the other four guys beat you. That might be part of a game plan, di ba?
Yep. Shoutouts muna tayo. No? Hello to Lemuel Royniza Parico from Canada, si Elmer Joseph Sabud Coronel from Davao City, si Nins Abrasaldo from Baguio, si Jay Wonder from Alfonso Cavite, itong si Al Timaho, si Christopherson Kabalitazan from, di ko alam basahin, Ruttlingen, Germany. Magandang araw po and thank you for joining us from Germany. My dad's watching. Reynaldo Pamintuan watching from Angeles City. Si Erwin Maglaki from Mexico. Sabi ng tatay ko kanina, tawagan ko daw siya bago yung game pero mukhang nagising naman para manood. Si Job Garcia watching from Muntinlupa. May tanong kanina, itong si Nitram Crid watching from TV5 Nova. Naka-duty daw siya doon. Maraming salamat po sa pagpupuyat and all the best later. May tanong kanina, ba't daw itong si Roosevelt Adams yung nakapakita dun sa lineup, dun sa official lineup in the venue na in IG story yata ni Ray Parks. I think the issue there is trial lang yun. Hindi naman dapat yun yung tama, di ba? Baka hindi pa po nako-communicate dun sa technical side na hindi nga maglalaro itong si Roosevelt, no? But it's definite, at least from the website, na Adams would be the last cut before umabot tayo sa ating final 12 for this window. Kiefer Ravena and Thirdy Ravena, you can expect what as usual, no? Kiefer will be the top point guard. Thirdy, uwis buhay pati sa depensa. Really excited to see them again. This time around, with more talent surrounding them, ito yung mga numero nitong si Kiefer Ravena. Mago.
9, 3, and a steal per outing. We expect them to split point guard duties with Dwight Ramos. Pero yung Thirdy nga, no? Thirdy, an all-around guy. Sabi mo nga, buwis buhay all the time. And that's the kind of guy you need on a squad. With a guy like Jordan Clarkson, hindi nga po natin masyadong pinoproblema opensa. The other guys just need to knock down some shots to open things up for Jordan Clarkson. What we need is the scrappy plays. What we need is defense. What we need is to guard the perimeter against this Lebanon team. Ito na. Nagpa-plug na, One Sports.
Yep.
Nagpa-plug na.
And what we need is to shut up right now so we can all watch the ball game. Final round of shoutouts. Joshua Azores from Pampanga, Marlu Perez from Quezon City, si Jimwell Villarosa, si Rowan Olivares from San Pedro, Laguna. Magandang gabi po. Again, One Sports, Signal Play, and Smart Giga Play. Diyan kayo pwedeng manood ng laro sa pagitan ng Gilas Pilipinas at Lebanon. Yes, Magu.
Laos Group Esports, magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. Uy, taga Mexico, Pampanga, magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Sabi ni Erwin, magalaki, nag-OOBB na eh. Sagad natin hanggang sa introduction. Ang dami nagpapahabol eh. Sayang si Matthew Wright, sweet shooting guard. Sabi ni Kurt, kung sino po yung nandyan, yun po supportan natin.
Kenneth
Constancio, si Jimwell Villarosa,
Mm-hmm.
mga taga Joshua Azores ng Pampanga, magandang nag-PBA D-League pa. May oras tayo. Huwag masyado mabilis. Nag-PBA D-League plug. Shoutout Azores ng Pampanga. Ang lakas ng Ravenna Brothers. Shoutout from... Ay, naputol.
Si Kenji Binagatan from Tondo. Si Kenneth Constancio from Cotabato. Jamil Benito Ibrahim also from Cotabato. Daryl J. Alinyabon. Si Lawrence Ed Jr., si Luis Batilan from San Francisco, California, Jimwell Villarosa, magandang gabi po sa inyo. At maraming salamat sa inyong... Ito na, start na ba?
Ngayon lang ako kinilabutan to sa MTRCB. Bigla ako nag-goosebumps sa MTRCB pa lang.
At dyan po magtatapos itong napakasayang episode. Maraming salamat for joining us dito sa 2OT. Konting pre-game kwentuhan bago tayo lahat manood ng Philippines versus Lebanon. Muli po, 2OT is presented to you by Smart 5G. Smart Sports, maraming salamat. See you next time. This has been 2OT. Magandang gabi. Saga po.